Now let us take a look at Iranian nuclear sites that are on United States target. United States has made it absolutely clear that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. Now these key sites include Fordo, Isfahan, Natanz and Arak. Now remember, out of these 4 key sites, the 3 have already been targeted by the United States. Last year in June, we saw the strikes, which were the airstrikes, which were carried out by the United States, even as diplomacy was underway, even as the talks were underway between Iran and United States. United States carried out these airstrikes on these key sites. And now, if we talk about the current situation, what is being claimed by Iran is that Israel has attacked the nuclear sites in Iran, and it is saying that this is a dangerous escalation. But the UN nuclear watchdog, which is the International Atomic Energy Agency, that is claiming that there has not been any proof of such attack being carried out on the nuclear sites in Iran. And my colleague Rohit Sharma continues to stay with us. Rohit, a big claim is being made by Iran that the nuclear sites in Iran have been targeted by Israel, though these have not been confirmed by the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is claiming that there has been no proof that such an attack has been carried out. What can be the implications if this turns out to be true?
Well, look, you have to understand Iran's strategy here. I think they're being very alarmist in every approach that they can, right? So essentially, if Israel did something like this, it would raise alarm bells across the globe. You'll see stronger condemnation from all the important nations, including some of the European nations. So I think it is a strategy. Look, we do not know, but you've got to go with the word that IAEA has issued, that according to them, there was no such attack on any nuclear facility by the Israelis. But if it happened to be, for example, then I think you go back to understanding that the Chinese and the Russians would probably exert more pressure. Some of the nations in Europe might feel that Iran is getting threatened and might end up doing something out of the ordinary. So I think it is a strategy. We are living in the fog of war. There would be a lot of information that would come out from both sides, especially more from the Iranian sides, because they have been boxed, they have been cornered. So again, we have to go by what IAEA has to say in this. It seems highly unlikely that IAEA would deny something that exists. In this case, if they are saying that none of these sites were attacked, we'll have to take their word for it, because they're not a warring faction in this war. Also, as I was saying earlier, I think it also goes back to that Iran wants to exert as much as pressure it can by claiming some such things. We still haven't seen a lot of. They've claimed a lot of damage that they've done to the Americans. We haven't seen no footage of that. So I think we'll have to take it with a pinch of salt, what the Iranians are saying here, when they're saying that the Israelis ended up attacking the nuclear facility.
That's right. IAEA is saying at this point in time that the contact with Iran was very limited. And like Rohit has been stressing on, that this has to be, in fact, at least the statement from the IAEA has to be taken at face value, even as Iran continues to insist that one of the sites was hit on Sunday. Rohit, I'm going to thank you for the moment for putting that into perspective.